Thank you, Cal. Well, we're smiling over here, and Norma-Jean, this is real special.
Oh, I'm excited, David, to have all my family here today. My brothers and my sister.
Give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, way to go, Elder.
Elder's going to clap. Yes.
Now, your sister is a very special person.
Yes. When she was about a year old, she had a bad fall and injured her brain, and so she has been in a special home for a number of years now.
Lived with us for a while.
Yes, she did. But after Mother was killed in that car accident a number of years ago, and after my dad passed on, we had to put her in a special home. But she is taken good care of at this Christian Horizons.
And who's got her for Christmas this year?
I have.
Talk about it, Randall. Talk about Christmas at your place. Niagara-on-the-Lake.
Niagara-on-the-Lake, yes. We always look forward to our Christmas season. And you know, I'm blessed. You know, I was just reflecting how grateful I am as a parent, and Jean and I as parents, to know that the Christ of Christmas is resident in the hearts of our children and our grandchildren. And just last weekend, I was tucking my little grandchild in, Mitchell. That's Leanna's eldest boy.
Your baby's oldest
yeah,
one.
That's right. And we were tucking him in and praying with him, and he's right out of the blue said, "I have Jesus in my heart, Grandpa." So he was the youngest one who accepted the Lord. And so
how old is he?
He's 4.5. So they're coming, you know, they're coming to the Lord as they come to that age of accountability, and that blesses Grandpa very much.
And that particular Grandpa is, well, what I'll do, before we go any farther, let me just start at this end. The eldest brother, Norma-Jean, and Harold Rutledge, for many years, had a music store in Guelph, London, Square One in Mississauga. He's a financial counselor today, and Harold, I'll get back to you in a moment. Reynold Rutledge is the national director for the Circle Square Ranches. You often see him musically here. 9 Circle Square Ranches across Canada, almost 7,000 young people there last summer, and year-round programs in those ranches. Reynold, those ranches are doing so well. Eleanor, as Norma-Jean mentioned, she is working with Christian Horizons, and not far from our place, Norma-Jean, is Eleanor's workplace, where all kinds of special little... Yeah, that's right. And little things like, have you ever wondered what they do with soap after they use it once in a hotel room? That's if you don't take it home with you. Well, they have an industry going there, and that's just one of the things.
It to you right now.
Oh, she is. Well, here, Reynold, get that explanation.
Now, what did you say you do, Elder?
Shipping array from the companies, or I don't know the name of the place. Maybe.
Do you enjoy the work you're doing?
Yes.
Keeps you busy, not a mischief, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And Glenn is, of course, out on the road in a musical ministry, and much in demand in concerts. In fact, Christmas, a lot of churches have their own program, but he directed a marvelous Christmas program for several nights running, packed out the auditorium in the city of Hamilton. Glenn is president of an organization called Lamplight. We're going to hear more about that in the future. You mark my word. And then there's a gentleman down at the end, and I'm so delighted. Pardon me. To welcome back. He's pastor, the Good Samaritan Church in Kitchener. He followed Gordon Williams there. And he's my brother-in-law, Ralph Rutledge. Welcome back, Ralph.
Thank you.
We'll get back to you in a minute, Ralph. I promised I'd start with the oldest one here. Harold, what do you got to say for yourself?
Well, David, the Rutledge family has always been a very close family. Mother had 6 of us in 8 years, and Norma-Jean has kind of followed suit and having her family close together. But you've heard of David, 4 rooms and a bath.
Yeah.
Well, we had 4 rooms and a path. This is where we came from, and Saturday night was a great night for the Rutledge family when we all had our weekly bath.
That was this past Saturday night.
Yes, it's a ritual. And of course, the big tub used to be on galvanized tub was on the back of the stove, and when it got the right temperature, it was the first one in was the great. It's the last one got in the tub was the water was a little murky.
It was probably dirty.
But however, it was one of those things where after we had our bath, and if we were lucky to be in the first group, that was great. But then we changed our underwear, and I changed with Ralph.
Let's not get too personal.
And Ralph changed with Glenn, and Reynold changed with Norma-Jean.
No. That's bad. Okay, Glenn, you bring us back to a little sobriety here.
Yeah, I think I
What
better.
about Christmas? Your Christmas memories?
Well, the poor people called us poor. We didn't have much as a family, but we had parents that loved Jesus and desired to raise a family that would grow up and serve Jesus and to be used. And but in terms of the materialistic aspects of life, what was in the home in terms of things, we had the Lord in our home. And so...
And also instruments, Glenn.
Yes.
Not much furniture, a lot of instruments.
A lot of instruments. And, you know, even at Christmas time, an orange was very, very special to us, you know. And so it was very, very simple country living, but the power of the Lord was in our midst, and we seen mighty things happen in terms of how he supplied our needs and our storms and our wilderness as they attempted to raise this family for the Lord. And even fires, we lost everything in a fire, and on and on and on. But the Lord undertook powerfully and mightily.
And Ralph, I love you. What do you got to say? You're on.
Well, I'm the quiet one in the family. And I'll just make mine real brief here. But I remember we weren't taught that there was a Santa Claus, but because all the other kids believed it, we believed into it somewhat. And we lived on the main street, one of the places we lived in. Harold said we moved a lot because it was easier to move than pay rent. But
Come on.
Wasn't that bad?
he told me that.
Don't believe it.
So it was on the main street of St. George, and we got out real early. I don't know if Glenn remembers this. I think Norma-Jean was in on it. There are two brackets, age brackets in our family. They're the older ones, and then we younger ones. Harold, then Reynold, and then Eleanor, break. Well, it wasn't much of a break. Then Glenn, myself, and then Norma-Jean. But we went downstairs to see if there were any presents under the tree, and it was very, very early, well before day. And so we got down there. We heard the ringing of bells. And so we thought it was Santa Claus coming, and we were told if you got caught, you would not get any gifts. So we hid behind the old couch.
Yes, we remember.
And wait, you remember that?
Oh, I do.
That's wonderful, Glenn. I was thinking, when years have a way of making you forget. But we do remember hiding there and waiting, and then finally looking out to see it was somebody going along the street in an old, what was it, a wagon with bells on it. And so we did find the gifts and enjoyed our Christmas.
We're going to be having the family sing around the piano, and their wives will join the fellas here. And we'll get over there around the piano while you watch our daily journey through the scriptures with Nazar and Jim. Here we go, day unto day.